Hello, welcome to another episode with me, Hitmontone. This week I have a League Battle deck, Charizard and Reshiram. So it's been a while since I wanted to open this little bad boy. I've had it for blinking weeks and I've just sat in the drawer, not been able to open. So I wanted to try and learn a bit more about the TCG before I started grabbing proper decks, but now I think I'm in a good position where I think this will come in very, very handy. So let's get into this. Okay, so here we go. This is where we're at. We've got the Reshiram and Charizard. Reshiram and Charizard. Okay, let's open it. So I've been gasping to open this for God knows how long. Have a quick look at one of these cards then, just to bring you up to speed. So let's turn the camera back on. Here we are. So that's a Charizard and Braixen. Very lovely. Very, very, very nice. Weakness, as you can see here, is water ×2. Okay, so that's interesting. So that one actually doesn't have so we've got a Brilliant Flare, which you need 3 fire energy, and you can have a colourless energy, so that's any energy. We've also got Fire Plus Crimson Flame Pillar. Attach 5 basic energy cards from the discard pile to your Pokemon any way you like. Handy. If the Pokemon has at least 1 extra energy attached to it, in addition to the attack cost, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and confused. You can't use more than 1 GX attack in a game. Okay, so you can only use that once, which is fine, because the Brilliant Flare seems to be 180, so that's really good. So that's a lovely card. I mean, it's absolutely mint condition as well, like absolutely spectacular condition, so that's lovely. Superb. Okay, and then we have 2 of the same. We have Reshiram and Charizard, 2214. Holographic all of these are, by the way, of course. I just want to make sure that they are absolutely identical. Yes, they are. I mean, they are beautiful. And I'm not sure whether you can see so well. So I'm just going to across here to the phone camera, just to sort of get a bit of an overview. The glare. Oh, tell you what, that's absolutely splendid. We get 2 of these, 270, tag team. So obviously this is the Sun and Moon Broken Bonds collection. So that's... Broken Bonds. Unbroken Bonds is what I meant to say. And again, that is a superb. We've got a double blaze gems. We've got an Outrage, which is 30 plus. Attack does 10 more for each damage counter. We've got high HP, so that's probably a good 2 energies to start. We've got Flare Strike, 230. Pokemon can't use Flare Strike during your next turn, so you can only use it once. But again, 3 fires, energies, and any energy, colourless. So if Pokemon has got 3 extra, so this is a double blaze GX, there's only 3. So we've got, and again, you can only use 1 GX attack in a game. So you have to be careful about which one you put in here. But if the Pokemon has at least 3 extra fire energy attached to it, in addition to the attack cost, so that's a lot of energy. So you've got to put 4 on it for Flare Strike, and then just randomly 3 extra. The 3 extra, the attack does 100 more damage. And this attack's damage isn't affected by the effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's a very, very good card. That's very nice. Yeah, keep that snuck in your hand until you need to put it on the bench for sure. Okay, so those are really nice. And again, I think they are mint. So again, I'm thinking for future, there's a few cards that I've pulled the last few weeks that I think are literally mint PSA 10. So possibility for a video in future. Okay, so here we go. The important bit is what's in here. So I appreciate that in the trainer box, there may not have been. I appreciate. I'm not sure what order I'm going to release these videos yet, but if I haven't, or I have already released the trainer box, I'll try not to give too much away. But there was a hell of a lot in that trainer box. So in here, there's probably half of the amount. I'm just going to go through behind the camera for a second, just to make sure that I don't reveal anything too spectacular. Now, it's kind of a mixture of everything in here, actually. So, okay, so I'll put it through the front test. That's no issue. So we can see straight away here we've got a holographic Volcanion. which is lovely. And I did see a non-holo as well, actually. So just looking at this Pokemon card. The card itself, absolutely mint condition again. That's absolutely superb. Like that's actually that card is lovely. It's got like a film across the whole of the top of it, actually. So it's hollow, yes, but actually it's got a full film on it. So that's lovely. That's a lovely card. Okay, so let's have a look at these trainer cards then. Let's see how good these are. So we've got Cynthia and Caitlin. Put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. You can't choose Cynthia or Caitlin as a card you discarded with the effect. When you play this card, you may discard another card from your hand. If you do, discard 3 cards. So there's 2 things there you can do. Put a supporter card from your discard pile, or you play it and you draw 3 cards. So that's okay. We've got Mallow and Lana. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench. Very, very useful. And then when you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards from your hand. If you do, heal 120 damage from the Pokemon you move to your bench. So that's a very, very, very useful card. So you get 2 of those. Now there might be a few more further down, but of course at the moment I can only see 2. We've got Quick Ball. You can play this card only if you discard another card. Fine. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. So it depends. Might use this at the start of the battle if you haven't got any basic Pokemon. You really need to get some, but of course you have to discard. So that's okay. We've got Switch, which some of these are switch your active Pokemon with your bench Pokemon. Quite useful. We've got Professor's Research, discard and draw 7. So I think the idea of this, of course, is to have this in your hand. This is the full deck. There's some quite useful ones here. Pokegear 3, look at your top 7 cards. We've also got, and then you can pick something out of it. We've got Professor's Research a couple of times there, which is quite useful. Pokemon Catcher, which again, flick of a coin to swatch their to swap their Pokemon with your bench Pokemon, which I did a battle recently actually. And a little story for you is that I had and I can't remember which Pokemon it was, but I had basically it was one of the abilities of this Pokemon, which was 1 energy, which basically kept swapping the benched Pokemon with the active Pokemon. So the opponents kept putting their energy onto the card, and then I would just swap it for one that they just put on the bench. So constantly swapping their bench Pokemon, it allowed me to then build my energy with all of my cards, and I ended up absolutely whooping this person online. It was lovely. It was a great moment. Yeah, so we've been through those. Another Quick Ball, Vitality Band. The attacks of the Pokemon. I'll start again. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to does 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So if you've got a fairly weak Pokemon, attach this Vitality Band and it sounds like it will do a little bit more damage. Pokegear we've been through. Another Switch. Okay, so it's the same old for those. Been through all those. Lovely. Okay, Giant Hearth. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a card from their hand. If they do, the player searches for 2 energy cards. Also quite useful. There's the Volcanion, non-holo. I don't know where I put the other one, but I'm going to put them over there. Okay, so that's 2 Volcanions. Reset stamp. Your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck, draws a card for each remaining prize cards. Quite good early on. So just going back, I don't know whether everyone saw there as I was flicking through that super speed. We have another Volcanion there, we have another Volcanion there, and to add to the other one that we had here at the bottom. So we've got 4 Volcanion cards there. And again, I'm going to delve into the card a bit more now, because there's a reason that there's loads in there. I'm assuming that because there's no other Pokemon cards in this pack, there's just the Charizard and Braixen, and then the 2 Charizard and Reshiram. So that makes sense. So you can draw those out. Now you've got 4 Volcanions, no other Pokemon cards. So as a deck, you're sort of relying on these cards. So we're looking at it here. High Heat Blast, 50 plus for 2 energy. That's quite good actually. So you got 50 plus, and if you have 4 energy in play, this attack does 60 more damage. So that's a very, very strong basic Pokemon. So this is quite and something that a friend of mine said recently, this is quite an OP deck. Because actually, I'm just having to think about it out loud while I'm on the videos. I'm not sure whether or not this would work as a deck. I'm not sure it would work for me anyway, because there's no real, so you have to you have to put 2 energy to actually start attacking. Let's have a look at this Flare Starter and see what that does. Search your deck for an energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. If you go second and it's your first turn, instead look for 3 energy. Then shuffle your Pokemon and then shuffle them into your Pokemon in any way you like. Okay, so this is interesting. So I'm assuming that the play here that you're hoping at some stage, as these are all basic cards, that you will have these in your first 7. It might be that they're into your prize cards, but I'm just thinking as a deck, and I'm just going to get rid of these. So as I'm just going to make sure we get a bit closer to these. So as a starter, you're hoping that in the first 7 cards, whoa, that looks weird. The first 7 cards, you're hoping that you pull one of these. You're then able to you're able to pull an energy as well, so that's good. Obviously, you'll take a mulligan if you don't bring them out. So then straight away you get a Volcanion. You put an energy card on it, and then hopefully you went second, depending if you win the flip or not. So it sounds like you're hoping that you don't win the flip and you go second. So then if you go second, you can then pull an energy, put it onto your Volcanion or your Reshiram, which I'm just thinking your Reshiram actually, 1 energy card does absolutely nothing, so that's fine. But you're hoping to pull a Volcanion first. You're then going to put 1 energy on it, you then go search for 3, and in that time you're hoping that you've pulled a Reshiram, Charizard or the Braixen or another Volcanion, and then you can distribute 3 energies across your cards. So that's quite good. I think you're pretty much you're looking to be very lucky on your first hand to try and pull a card. Obviously you get a mulligan to start, but there's a lot of trainer cards in here. You've obviously got the Fire Crystal that we haven't talked about, so 3 energy cards from your discard pile. I think the plan here is that you don't have a lot of energy cards. So the fire is to, obviously, if you lose a Pokemon, then you can pull them off pull obviously these from the bench. But there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's only 12, so well, that's average, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably do a video of using this battle deck in future. Now, obviously I can't do that with just myself, so I'm hoping that some of my fans or maybe some of my friends would like to battle me with this. But I don't think there's necessarily a review score here. I think my early signs are that this is a very good battle deck, but I think you need to be very lucky with your pull on your first set of 7, because hopefully you've got your Volcanion that comes out first, otherwise you're going to have to try and build up from an outrage 30 on a Reshiram and Charizard, which it's possible, but it's just, I think the better way, if you pull this deck, is you pull out a Volcanion first, you're hoping, put the Fire Starter, and then you can start pulling all of your energy cards from your deck and dropping them on hopefully your GX tag team. So I'm quite impressed with that. I think it's good. You get a lot of trainer cards, so hopefully you'll be able to start pulling all of those trainer cards out, supporter cards, pulling all of your fire crystals, which help you pull energy cards. So this is really good. So that's the League Battle deck. Obviously, make a decision on yourself whether or not you want to do this. If you're looking to collect, this is not the pack for you, because you get 4 of the same card. You get 2 Reshiram Charizards and a GX, and you get a Charizard and Braixen. If you're looking just to actually use this as a deck, I think it could be quite strong. So as a deck, I think this is an OP deck. I'd probably give this a 9 out of 10 for a deck. In regards to collecting, obviously you're not going to buy this for that, because obviously it was quite expensive for just a set of cards. So as a deck, it's quite expensive as well. So it's probably double the price of your normal. But I think generally, just for the sake of these cards, very, very nice. I've got some spare Volcanions, but I think I'm going to use this. So thank you everybody for watching. Again, tell your family and friends, like, subscribe. This is my Pokemon 2020 journey, and I'm learning all about these cards and how to build decks and stuff. So more content coming soon. I've got a stream of videos coming along. I've got trainers. I've got a trainer deck to open. I've got a Sobble, Grookey, and Score Bunny sets to open. I've got packs to open. I'm doing live Instagram. So again, follow me on my Instagram at Hitmontone, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Take care everybody. I've been Hitmontone. You've been beautiful. Stay safe everybody. Take care.